1914 AD, 5808 AM. A huge asteroid comet passes over the ecliptic in the inner solar system on its journey to collide in the North American continent in 2046 AD. Japanese volcano Sakurajima erupted, burying many buildings. Ford's Model T automobile dominates the industry. Swinton in England invents the modern military tank. World War I. On June 28th, Archduke Franz Ferdinand with his wife, the Duchess Sophia, was assassinated in Sarajevo by a Serbian assassin. This assassination was used as a pretext for war, though in truth, the major players seeking a world war did not like Ferdinand, and few countries even sent ambassadors to attend his funeral. The Germans were largely unconcerned with events so far away in Bosnia and the Balkans, though they expressed that the Serbians should be punished, which was exactly what the Austrians wanted. Austria demanded an official apology from Serbia and threatened invasion, but Russia and France mobilised to protect Serbia from Austrian invasion. Austria and Hungary declare war on Serbia, and Germany declares war on Russia for mobilising against Austria. Then Germany declares war on France. When Germany invades Belgium, Britain declares war on Germany. The Germans take Brussels and invade France, and Japan declares war on Germany. The Germans defeat the Russians at Tannenberg, and the Germans conduct air raids on Paris, causing the French government to evacuate. French and British expeditionary forces block the German advance in September at the Battle of Marne. Then the Germans defeated the Russians at Masurian Lakes, East Prussia, and Germans in Belgium are blocked at the First Battle of Ypres, beginning trench warfare. Russia declared war against Turkey, followed by Britain and France. The British Royal Navy fleet defeats a German fleet near the Falkland Islands. On Christmas Day, a hitherto unprecedented event occurred on the battlefields of Europe. The Germans and the British and French they were fighting against met one another between their trench emplacements to talk, drink and sing Christmas carols, pray and offer goodwill. This amazing spirit reveals the dark origins of the war itself. A banking war that was premeditated, needing only a pretext. As shown abundantly in CHRONICON 1, the origin of the British, the French and the Germans with most of the European population was directly from the post-captivity migrations of the 10 tribes of ancient Israelites, moving ever further and further north and west. In its historical context, World War I was a civil war, a mutual slaughter. 1914 AD was exactly 3360 years after the exodus of Israel from Egypt, in 1447 BC, 2448 AM. The length 3360 being the longest descendant pyramid inch length in the internal arrangement of the Great Pyramid as shown in chronotecture. Even more remarkable is the fact that 1914 was 3552 years after 1639 BC, when Jacob adopted Ephraim and Manasseh, the sons of Joseph in Egypt, into the family of Israel. These men would have offspring that would one day become the British and American empires. This World War I date was also 2520 years, 360 times 7, after 607 BC, when Nebuchadnezzar II of Babylon defeated the Assyrians, allowing many Israelite peoples, Cimmerians, to escape into the Balkans. World War I did not begin as a German war of conquest. In the years leading up to World War I between 1900 to 1912, Germany remained passive as England, France and other European nations were conquering others. Germany even declined a Franco-Russian offer to attack England. Even when Russia or France entered a pact against Germany, the Germans still neglected to attack the French when Russia suffered internal revolution and defeat by Japan. Historians seeking to paint Germany in the darkest colours, many years after the fact, are those who have propagated the myth that the world wars were initiated by German plans for world conquest. After winning these wars, this is what the victors have published over and over. In the 1880s, the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche wrote, quote, "Within 50 years these Babel governments, the democracies of Europe, will clash in a gigantic war for the markets of the world." Unquote. Paramount Pictures in Hollywood was established. The overpopulated cities of Europe in this year saw a mass exodus of whole families. 9 million migrated to the United States. A total of 70 million migrated away from Europe. They went to Siberia, Canada, Argentina, Australia, South Africa and Algeria, all migrating within the century that ended with World War I. The Panama Canal officially opened, connecting by sea the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. 1914 AD was the 138th year, 1656 months being 414 times 4 of the United States. 1. The Gospel Truth. 2. The Spear of Destiny. 4. The Story of Philosophy.